My name is Zoharian Williams, and I'm from Piper High School. Oh, no! Not another black poem. Those words hit me so swiftly and almost lifted me out of my seat, and I almost turned around and said, what the hell do you mean, another black poem? So we're supposed to just act normal, become oblivious to the fact that being black, scratch, that being black in America ain't where it's at right now? Quickly sat back down, and he leaned over and whispered in my ear with his breath freaking of honesty and said, honestly, what do you think is happening now? He said, watch this. You ever noticed how your TV shows can literally trend for days while innocent teenage bodies sit calm and rot in graves while nobody pays them? Oh, look, Empire's on. If only Terrence Howard taught people how words can change a person's life, okay, let me set the tone. They distract you with a so-called empire so you won't think twice about building your own. And you know what they say? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but you can give them a show and make them the housewives of LA. Why isn't there anything productive on TV screens? The only thing that should be airing on CNN is us together planning a CNN on racism. The only thing that we should be watching on CBS is why do we have to watch in CBS from you on a daily and still not have the power to speak out about it without being killed? But I guess we know the drill. You know, they say your motto is to serve and protect, but I guess you were telling the truth. You serve our violence through our black communities and protect your image by saying you thought he or she had a weapon, but when there's lives on the line that shouldn't be, and the guessing so many odds forever be in your favor. The government treats our society like Hunger Games, but then they wonder why cities are catching fire. They feed us lies with the idea of staying alive, but the truth is everybody cannot be a survivor. There is no such thing as a fairy tale ending. Everybody here cannot be kindness ever deemed because these games was never deemed to be fair in the first place to my black people. This poem is not just about us. This is about the whole U.S. as a whole. So let's open our eyes, rise, and take what's ours. I'm tired of being tired. No, I'm tired of being tied up to a noose, hung from a tree, being called strange fruit, and I always wonder why they thought to hang us from a tree in the first place. But then I started to notice how much you hated our roots and didn't want us to branch off and actually leave that slavery mentality and tragedy in some way to succeed because we're still treated like the misfits in society. And don't lie to me and give me that the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, because what happens when the juice is squeezed out of you when you're left in the sun to dry? Oh, wow! But doesn't that necessarily make us as tough as a raisin? Kind of makes sense because we always left raising our fist up in the midst of a problematic situation. What happened to action? Instead of remaining stagnant, but yet we keep asking why the system is failing us. But as long as they keep gelling us, they doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Ain't nothing broken, fool. If Dan Wilson could shoot somebody down in the street and get away scot-free because he charged swords his truck, meanwhile Marvin Washington is facing 20 years for spitting in a white lady cup. What the? Look it up. It's true. And I'm not going to stand here and say that white people or any other race for that matter isn't oppressed too, but the difference is I could lose my life for making one minute move. Are you cringing in your seat because you're just tired of hearing it? I cringe in my sleep because I'm just tired of living it. No more giving in and keeping this issue muted. Let's take our passion and refuel it. Like, can I have faith, hard work, and consistency on pump 9, please? And don't tell me that those who actually care are the last of a dying breed. Not another black poem will settle in. Because there's a million more poets writing right now because it seems like racism will never end. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.